What is going on YouTube? This is a 54 and 10 game on Hydro, the first map pack DLC, and this is a video where I'm going to talk about, this is my starting a YouTube channel episode 3, and we are talking about YouTube partnerships. And very briefly, I'm going to make a very shameless plug about the network that I'm partnered with, and it is called Creator X. And what actually happened is I was checking out a page on vidstats.com and looking at my YouTube views and subs, and there was a little link that said Creator X partnership evolved, and I was like, this seems interesting, so I'm going to click it, and I'm going to actually apply it, not expecting to hear any kind of response. And they actually partnered me, and I received 3 separate partnership offers at that time. One from Social Blade, another one from, I think it was Next Gamer, even though I didn't have the requirements for Next Gen Gamer or whatever it was, or the Next Gamer. I think because of my content they were willing to partner me, but I didn't really know very much about them, so I didn't think that was a good way to go. But actually recently, after being partnered, I've received a message from RPM or Maker Studios saying that they would like to partner me as well, but I'm already partnered with Creator X / Fullscreen. And now let's just talk about partnerships in terms of what to expect, what you should do to build up to that point, and just an overall discussion of what is involved in partnerships. What do you gain from it? What do you have to lose from it? And certain things like that. So if you're doing YouTube, partnership is only a new thing. I mean, it's like open to the public. It seems like almost anyone can get their partner channel nowadays, but it has to be your own content, or if it's gaming videos in particular, it has to be videos that you have gotten permission from after you're partnered. So you can't just post Call of Duty and try to monetize it. That's a good way to get your channel flagged and get copyright strikes, so do not do that. Usually to get partnered, you want to have, depending on for Social Blade, I mean, the standards are very low nowadays. It's only 83 views, which equates to 3,000 views a month, which is only going to pay you $1 or $2 a month. So you have to really think if this is going to benefit you. So if you watch my first 2 videos, number 1 about getting all the equipment together, and you already have an Xbox 360 or a PS3 console, and you have that equipment, the recording equipment, and I've currently switched over to Adobe Premiere Elements 11, so I dished out $119, picked up Premiere 11, and it seems really good compared to Sony Movie Studios or Sony Vegas, and didn't want to download Sony Vegas and rip it off the internet. But anyways, if you follow those 2 videos, this is the next step. This is episode 3. So partnerships, in terms of building up to it, you've gained a subscriber base, you have guys that are really interested in your videos, and they're coming back every time, leaving comments, leaving feedback, leaving likes, following you on Twitter, wanting to game with you, wanting to be a part of your party and progress with you as a YouTuber. They are interested in what you have to say, and you think partnership is a good next step for your channel. You're thinking that right now, and I apologize for any of the knocking sounds in the background. I live in an apartment complex, so there's probably picks up car sounds. There's a car on the street right now making sounds. I want to apologize for that. And there's knocking and banging of doors and such. But these are the times that I have to do the commentary, so you have to bear with me. But anyways, if you think that the partnership is a really good idea for you, then you have to evaluate your options. Now, you should not just aim to go with one channel, or not one channel, but one certain movies, like gaming channel network. I mean, a lot of guys go for Machinima and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna try to get partnered by Machinima, without ever actually, thinking about any of the other options that they have out there. And actually, the car downstairs is really beginning to frustrate me. Sorry, the guy's muffler sounds like shit. Anyways, my first car, just quick little aside here. My first car was a Mazda MX-3, which I actually smashed the shit out of it. And now my insurance is really high right now, but anyways, that's besides the point. But that muffler was a 4-inch muffler. It wasn't really very fast. it wasn't really something to be proud of. I mean, it was my first car. It was a piece of crap, but it had a sick muffler. It was lowered, all white taillights. I got the white bumper lights, and I had little orange light bulbs in it, and it was pretty cool. I had, it wasn't the best car, but it for my first car it was alright. But anyways, getting back to partnerships. Sorry, I apologize, guys. So you're looking at different options of what you should go with, and sorry for the banging again. You have to choose a network that you think is going to benefit you. Now, most of them have a 60-40 revenue split, which means you receive 60% of the revenue and they receive 40%. So they take their cut, and you do not get the payout unless you've reached a certain payment threshold. Now, for Social Blade and some other companies, the payment threshold is $50, and it's payable through Amazon or through your bank account. And every payout is at $50. For the network I'm with, the payouts are at $100, and there's certain networks that the payouts come out whenever, like a monthly, no matter what your revenue intake is for that period of time. Now, these partnership companies will, on behalf of you, try to advocate for your channel. So if you get copyright strikes, you email the manager there, and he'll try to figure it out for you. And they also have different kinds of yearly or monthly CPM contracts, where you make a video and then you receive a higher CPM, like a $10 CPM or a $25 CPM, but it's only for a short period of time and it's limited, and that's when you can really boost your revenue. And those usually happen at the end of the year, so that's usually towards November, December, and then there's a slow period in the new year, and then it picks up again, and then the CPMs start going up. But anyways, what you have to know is that the payouts are not going to be very impressive at first. If you're a struggling channel, or if you're in the slowly getting there stage like myself, you're not going to be making a crap ton of loot, or a crap ton of, you're going to be making chump change on YouTube. That's why I want to advise you guys, don't go and spend $300 to $400 on gaming equipment, and like the new Astro A40 $269 headset, or a brand new HD PVR. I'm actually planning to buy the Live Gamer, Avermedia Live Gamer portable, but I'm not going to buy it now because at this stage I haven't established myself as a channel that is, one of the best channels out there, up and coming. I'm slowly making progress, and I'm slowly getting there as a quality a hybrid between decent gameplays and what I think are interesting commentaries, but I'm not there in terms of the fan base right now. But I love all you guys that have supported me so far to this point. But don't go and spend top dollar on equipment that you probably do not need at this point in time. For a partnership, you just need standard equipment, like the old PVR, as long as it's in HD quality, 720p quality, and you stick to the contract, and you do not do any copyright videos. And usually there's a certain amount of videos you have to upload per month. Maybe they'll say you have to upload 2 videos per month, which is very, very easy to do. You could upload 2 videos in one day, and that would pretty much complete your requirement for the month. But if you're a YouTube channel, you can't just upload 2 videos a month and expect to make a profit from it, unless you're like General Marbles, and most of you guys are not. But anyways, the truth about partnerships is you make your revenue through ads, and that's where ad blocker and the debate between that and really comes into play. I mean, if you can't support the guy by watching the ad, chances are you shouldn't be subscribed to that YouTube channel. I'm not trying to say that as a money whore or as a guy that's trying to make money off YouTube, but ad blocker is kind of disrespectful. But a lot of you commentators have already touched on that. I don't really want to get too far into that. But you guys, partnerships, I have to know that it is an uphill battle if you're on the way up, and expect to take a few stumbles and tumbles here and there. But overall, if this is something you enjoy doing as a hobby, look to it and think of it just as that, as a hobby that you are making money on the side. It's not a full-time job, and there's more that you guys can aim for in your life. Anyways, thanks, and I'll have a part 4 on I don't know, God knows what. But anyways, talk to you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed this video.